All right, we are here right now. Sir, first and foremost, we saw the trailer. You were in the military, but what is your rank? I guess when we start off with that.
I'm a platoon sergeant, and Tom is placed under my care on the eve of this huge counter invasion, where all the free nations of the world that haven't been invaded by this alien horde are going to try this big Normandy-like counter invasion. And I've been told he's a deserter. He's been impersonating an officer. So he's telling me he's a major, and I'm like, "Oh yes, sir, Major. We'll take care of that." He goes, "I just need to make a phone call." "Sure, Major. Yeah, let me take care of that." And then I walk in, and he goes, "You're not taking me to a phone." I go, "No, I'm not." And then my character's not down on him. My character's like, "Son, you're going to be born again on the battlefield. Combat is the true test of character." And he's like, "Oh my God, what am I in?" And then the next thing is we go on this huge invasion, which is it's like the last war. I mean, there's a naval armada, there's an air armada, and we're all going over the English Channel in this dawn invasion. And we're in these 75-pound exosuits. They're all fully armored, and it's gnarly is the word that comes to mind.
Can you talk about the exosuit itself and what you actually got into besides the green screen of it all?
The elephant man. Now that I've worn an exosuit, this is how I looked when they took me out of the exosuit.
Took all the weight off you?
I had to kind of walk like this. It drove me around in a golf cart. Tom was like, "Come on, Paxton, come on." I'm screwed.
Well, they're probably using titanium and light metals for Tom, and there's like, let's just use salvage steel on Paxton.
Yeah, it's budgetary concerns, as you know.
It goes over and over again. Is this going to be a lot more editing, or do you since he changes things, you change with him because you're one of the main characters of him?
I have to keep reacting to all this weird. He's just like, who is this guy as we go through the whole thing? And so it was a great reactive role for me. And again, it's got a lot of perversity, a lot of humor, really dark humor. And Tom is a dark, sardonic guy. His humor is as twisted as anybody I ever met, and I love him for it. And then you got Doug Lyman. He's got his hands all over this thing. So we had a lot of fun with it. It's a great kind of what-if situation, and I think the audience is they're gonna be privy to it because they're following his story, whereas we're not. We don't know what the hell's going on. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun for people to watch.
Now, whose choice was the military corners mustache?
That was mine. I just worn a mustache. I just literally finished Two Guns about a week before I went into rehearsals for this. But we did a much more. I mean, it's just so trimmed. I mean, that thing had to be manicured like a putting green every day.
Now, are you having fun as the clairvoyant now, as we wrap up really quickly here?
Hail Hydra. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, we look forward to you as the bad guy. We see Term Life coming up. We're hoping that you're a hitman in that. We're hoping for some fun stuff to come.
I make Joe Pesci look like a Boy Scout in that.
That's a hard thing to say. That's a memorable.
I was thinking, nah, he's unbeatable. He's unbeatable, but it's a Joe Pesci-like character.
All right. Well, sir,
he's going to be the loudest guy in the room.
Well, hopefully the most violent too. So we look forward to it.
Perhaps.